Reach for the sky, boy.
Welcome to the Juggernaut show. This is episode 2 of the Juggernaut show, and I decided to call these shows that from now on. And once I get to 10 on my hands, I'm done using my fingers for counting these shows because I only have, I guess I could use my feet. Why would I use my feet though? I don't want to show you my stinky feet, but I don't know why I'm talking about that right now. That is very random, but we are here to review WWE NXT for the week of May 11th, 2016. And we had a lot of stuff going on this show tonight. This show was very good. I enjoyed it. We had some good build-up for TakeOver. Well, we got one match announced for TakeOver in June, which is going to be June 8th. That's the next TakeOver, which has going to be at Full Sail, back at Full Sail, which that's going to be pretty exciting to see a TakeOver back at Full Sail because we haven't saw one in quite a while, so that's going to be good to see. But we also had Finn Balor back since we haven't saw him since he lost to Samoa Joe. Lost the NXT Championship. But speaking of Finn Balor opened the show tonight, and he's pretty much thanking the fans, and the crowd is chanting for Finn and Joe, and Finn pretty much addresses the feud that he's been having with Samoa Joe, and he said they have been feuding for a very long time, and he admits that both TakeOver matches could have gone either way, and at Low L also that could have gone either way also, but Finn, he continues, and then we hear a guitar playing, and it is Elias Samson. Elias Samson. I am not a big fan of Elias Samson at all. I mean, seriously. He's just boring, and when he started singing a song, I started zoning him out. Seriously. I just don't like Elias Samson, and the crowd does not like him either. They were just really eating this up. They did not like him. They were just booing him so bad. And it was just really bad. And when when Elias Samson pretty much got the ring, Finn Balor was pretty much mad. And the crowd was really mercilessly booing him. I can't say that word right there for some odd reason. I don't know why. But they was booing him very bad. And Finn Balor pretty much got pissed off, and then he threw his guitar at him, and that's pretty much how the show kicked off. So I like this, and that was going to be the main event for the evening. So yeah, and then next we get it shows the interview from last week with Eric Young from last week. He says that he's in NXT because it's where the best of the best is. He's a world-class wrestler, athlete, and maniac. EY claims that this is where he always wanted to be, and it means a lot to him. So yeah. And then next it shows a Finn Balor interview, just as he gets to the back as they want to know the message he had for Samoa Joe. Finn will deliver it after dealing with Samson tonight. So yeah. And then the first match we get tonight is a tag team match. We had the NXT Tag Team Champions, American Alpha, versus Corey Hollis and John Skyler. I probably botched the first guy's name, but sorry if I botched his name. These pretty much two local jobbers. I don't remember too much from this match, but I know that Jason Jordan and Chad Gable got most of the offense in this match, so it's pretty much what mattered during this. And I know that American Alpha won, and like I said, they pretty much got a whole bunch of dominating in this match. I like Chad Gable, his wrestling amateur background. He did a whole bunch of that in his match. Jason Jordan, I love his drop kicks. I mean, seriously, like he gets so high up in the air with his drop kicks. I mean, seriously, his drop kicks need to be ID'd. Like seriously, they just need to be ID'd. Like he just gets so high up in the air, like he can soar up in the air for a very long time. Like I don't know, he's just really good at getting up in the air. But like I said, American Alpha won, and that's pretty much the main thing. And probably they're going to be having a rematch at TakeOver with the Revival, which I don't really want to see that again. But I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But yeah. And then next we had was Shinsuke Nakamura about Alex Riley saying Rage Win asked about him last week. Nakamura simply says Rage, shaking with rage before shaking and walking out. So yeah, that was that. Then next we had Alex Riley versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't know if this is the last time we're going to be seeing Alex Riley on NXT, because who knows if he did some matches on some previous recordings. Who knows? But I mean, if it is his last match, I mean, he's going to be. It's a shame that they released him. I don't know really why, because I thought he could have did some really good stuff. But he was actually really kind of psycho in the head. Even in storyline, also he was psycho in the head. But yeah. But onto this match, Alex Riley, he did some pretty good stuff in this match, but Shinsuke Nakamura, he was really kind of playing around, like he wasn't really trying at the beginning. But then Alex Riley started to hit him in the back of the head, started disrespecting him, and then Shinsuke Nakamura started his strong style, started his knees, elbows, kicks, all of his good jazz. And then pretty much Shinsuke Nakamura took control of Alex Riley during the rest of the match. And Shinsuke Nakamura won by the... What is this finisher called again? I know he does it by that running knee, which I can't ever remember what it's called. Kinch, I can't pronounce it. I'm not even going to try it. But he hits that running knee, and pretty much that is the end of Alex Riley. And who knows, like I said, if that was his last NXT match. Who knows if... Because I don't read spoilers. I don't like reading spoilers. I just don't at all. But yeah. And then backstage, we get Austin Aries. He's pretty much speaking with William Regal. Aries says he didn't come here to be just another guy. He's an Impact player, but he gets cut off by Blake and Murphy, and they complain about being disrespected and how they want another title match. And then Austin Aries says they disrespectful, and it's mad that they didn't have the decent... I can't say my word. I can't say this word right. But then pretty much Austin Aries is, pretty much saying that's disrespectful how they didn't bring Alexa Bliss with them. But they actually did bring Alexa Bliss, because she actually came out and then Austin Aries pretty much said, you know what, next week I want to face you, and I'm going to find a partner of my choosing, which I'm thinking, could it be Bobby Roode? Could this be his NXT debut? Because there hasn't been any word that he's signed with NXT yet. But you never know. He could have already signed. We just never know. Or could it be Eric Young? It could be one of them. I'm hoping it will be Bobby Roode, and they can make the dirty heels over there, but they're not heels, so you know what they could do? They could do like a parody from TNA. Like they can call them the Clean Faces. The Clean Faces? You guys like that? I don't know, but they could do that. But that'd be cool to see Bobby Roode and Austin Aries tagging up in NXT, because there needs to be more tag teams in NXT right now, because the tag team division has kind of went down a little bit. I mean, you got, American Alpha. You got Blake and Murphy, which I'm kind of getting sick and tired of. I mean, you got the Revival still. You got the Hybros, but really, what are they going to be doing very much? You got Gargano and Ciampa, but they don't really tag up too much often, so who knows about them. But we just need some more tag teams in NXT right now, because the tag team division has kind of went down, like I said, and build up some new tag team stars. But yeah. And then next we get Alexa Bliss versus Rachel Ellering, which this is the best match of the night in my opinion. I love Alexa Bliss. She is so amazing. And Rachel Ellering, this was my first time to ever seen her in a ring competition. She is the daughter of Paul Ellering, so she has some, she has some wrestling background, so she knows what she's doing pretty much. This was a good match. These girls did some pretty good counters with each other. I thought this was really good. They did really good counters with each other. They did a lot of roll-ups. Solid match, and it was about a 10-minute match, but I like how they told like a good story out of this. Like, if you slow the matches down and you tell a good story out of this, I'm going to be invested in the match. And Rachel Ellering, I mean, she made a really good impression. I mean, I hope they keep putting her more on NXT, because she is pretty good. I enjoyed what she did tonight, but the winner of the match was Alexa Bliss, and she wins by the Sparkle Splash. So yeah, but I like all the submissions they were putting on each other, all the counters that they were doing with each other. These girls did really good with each other. I enjoyed the best match of the night, in my opinion. But something I want to talk about. I want them to do more women rivalries down here in NXT. Like, I mean, by this, I want to see like 2 women's type of rivalries down here, like with Alexa Bliss and like Bayley, maybe, because I want to see that rivalry, and Asuka and like Nia Jax. That'd be really good to see. But yeah. But speaking of Bayley, hold on, give me a second. Let's scroll down here. Speaking of Bayley, we get an interview with Bayley about when she's going to ask for her rematch. Bayley talks about the fight of her life at TakeOver Dallas. She is working harder and training more. And then Nia Jax comes in and interrupts to say that she's becoming stronger after making one mistake. Bayley reminds Nia that she took a beating in London, but came out as the winner. Nia says that wouldn't happen if she faced again, and then Bayley says that she choked her out once and can do it again. And so after the break, we got announced that Bayley's going to be facing Nia Jax next week. So hopefully Nia Jax wins that, because I don't think Bayley needs really to get the win here, because I think she's going to be getting pushed up to the main roster soon, but who knows. And I heard that there's going to be a whole bunch of people getting moved up to the main roster, but who knows who's all going to be getting pushed up, because there's going to be more releases coming, because Vince McMahon did a, what's it called? He did like a press conference type of thing, and said there's going to be people returning and new people coming up to the main roster, so that's going to be really good. But who knows, and who knows who's going to get fired also. But yeah. But now we move on to our main event. We got Elias Samson versus Finn Balor. This is pretty much all Finn Balor in this match. This is pretty much getting him ready for TakeOver in June, on June 8th. And Finn Balor, I mean, he did pretty much his normal stuff. You know, his sling blades, he hit his, you know, his running drop kick. He hit pretty much all of his normal moveset he did in this match. Like Samson, he did all right. I'm not the biggest fan of him. He's still, I just don't like Elias Samson at all. He just needs to drift away off my TV. I just can't stand him. But the winner of the match was Finn Balor. He wins by the 1916 to end Samson. Which I'm not the really biggest fan of why they call that finisher the 1916, like, because that is an Irish uprising type of thing. I'm really not the biggest fan of that. They just need to change the name of it. I mean, I like the move, but I do not like the name that they gave it. But good stuff that Finn Balor did here. I like when he did this drop kick through the rope and running kick while on the apron. That was really cool. And I always love Finn Balor's sling blade. But after the match, pretty much Joe comes out, and you know we got announced that the rematch is going to be happening at NXT Takeover on June 8th, and pretty much Roman Reigns came out and he said that he didn't want none of them fighting. You know, it's going to be happening at a Takeover, so he said don't fight. But Balor did a dive over the top rope and laid out Samoa Joe, and William Regal, he was just pissed. Like, you could see him pretty much, he was just really mad after that happened. And that's how the show ended. So, very good. I enjoyed it. Get built to some things and get built for next week also, because you got some matches for next week. We got Nia Jax versus Bayley, which I think is going to be pretty good, because Nia Jax, she has been improving. But yeah, that's the end of my NXT review for you guys. If this is the first time ever checking out my videos, please smash that subscribe button. That really helped me out a whole lot. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at the TrueJSB, Instagram TrueJSB, Snapchat TrueJSB. All my links down below. And some videos like are coming up. TNA review tomorrow, which is going to be episode 3 of the Juggernaut show. And then we got Extreme Rules 2010 review on Saturday, and then probably 2011 review on Sunday. So we got those coming up on my shows. And then we also got some predictions for Extreme Rules, because Extreme Rules is not this Sunday, but the next upcoming Sunday. So anyways, that's why I'm also reviewing all my NXTs. I mean, NXTs. Extreme Rules. But yeah, those are some videos that I got coming up. And, of course, live reactions and reviews for other shows. But enough from rambling on, guys. Juggernaut saying peace out. Catch you guys in my next video. So, yeah, see you later.